Hello, yoga students. This is Jenny. Maybe I've been your yoga teacher before, maybe I haven't. This is a short little flow video and meditation for anyone who is needing a home practice, and a little bit of information on yoga philosophy for you. So first of all, I just want to talk about two concepts in yoga that I think are really important right now. One of the, we use depending on the philosophy background that you have, some of us refer to Patanjali's Yoga Sutras as a guide for yoga. I also really love tantric philosophy and the Gita and other sources from India that bring us guidance. So I would urge you to go to those texts and to really remember those values and utilize them right now and help each other out. The two concepts that I want to highlight are parigraha, or non-hoarding, part of the yamas and the niyamas, ayama and non-hoarding. It can mean a lot of things. I think we all know what it could mean right now. I think it's really important to remember that some of your yoga practice right now could be practicing these principles. If you're not able to get to your regular classes and practice the postures and the meditations, practice parigraha. When you're going out to get supplies for this crazy time, take only what you and your family need, or buy some extra supplies for your neighbors and pass them off. But hoarding and gouging supplies does not line up with that. And price gouging supplies does not line up with that principle. So something we can practice, that's people who are sharing resources. You're doing yoga right now. And then also seva, or selfless service. So this is a big concept in karma yoga, and in the text, the Gita, being of service to others. This is a way to help the world, and whether we like it or not, it's going to nourish us too, to be of service. We can all be of service in different capacities. Some of us can make videos, some of us can donate supplies, some of us who are strong with healthy immune systems can go out and deliver things or pick up groceries, stuff like that. Whatever you can do, do it. Also a great way to practice yoga right now, to be of service to others, however and whenever possible. It's also going to lift our spirits, connect us, and help, I think, the world just move forward from crisis. And crises are already happening. They were happening before this. There are poor people not being cared for, people of color dying and not being cared for, mothers and babies and new parents, and the financially disadvantaged, LGBTQ people, especially trans people, lots of people who are already in crisis, who need us to stand up together and start changing stuff in the world. Social justice and yoga philosophy, I think, are absolutely connected. They cannot not be connected if you want to be of service, and if you want to practice this stuff. We can practice it on a micro level, but the macro level matters too, in my opinion. Is it all an illusion, right? Is it all Maya? Maybe, probably. But why do we need to suffer in the illusion? Let's help each other. I have had some really nice moments and messages from students too, I'm going to cry, but of people just wanting to reach out and support my business as a local business owner, people reaching out to support me as a mom and a pregnant woman, a person in recovery. I just want to say thank you if you have reached out, and if you have tried to support us. Thank you so much. And if you think I'm a weirdo for crying on this video, I'm okay with it. Okay, so let's just act from our hearts. And we can start there. I'm going to have you place your hands on your heart. And just tap into your breath. Maybe you haven't even taken a deep breath today. Oh, doesn't that feel good? So you can close your eyes if you feel comfortable doing so. Hopefully you're in a place that feels safe or safe enough. And just watch your chest and your heart lift and lower with your breath. I'm gonna have you keep breathing like that for just a few rounds. Remember that these little simple acts, like keeping our hands on our hearts, can increase oxytocin in the body, right? And so oxytocin is a great chemical that helps us to feel loved and connected, and even has a positive effect on the immune system. So get your oxytocin up. Meditating. You can do self-massage, abhyanga. You can cuddle your kiddos or your partner, whoever's at your home, if anyone, or your dog or your cat. Animals also increase oxytocin, right? And we can also get that from our yoga practice. Okay. When you're ready, release your hands from your heart. Slide them down to your belly if you're joining. And then take a deep breath that moves your anatomy here. It's easy to see on my pregnant belly, right? So you're inhaling and actually pressing your navel forward, exhaling, drawing it back. Inhaling, exhaling. Yeah, that can feel so good. Feel free to close your eyes again. Now, what this is doing is it's increasing and decreasing the pressure around your lungs so that they can fill more completely. I think, working on our respiratory system is also essential right now. So breathe deeply, 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 deeply. And you can practice this diaphragmatic breathing every day to strengthen your lungs, to bring more oxygen to your blood, to tone your nervous system. Okay, exhale, release. Hands come along the sides of your body. We'll inhale your left arm up and over. Now try to relax your shoulder as you do this. Maybe look up. Just stretching out those ribs. Other side. Inhale to initiate. Back through to center when you're ready. Hands come out in front. Exhale. Inhale, bring them, let them tap your heart. Let your chest open wide. Connect your breath with your movement. If you can, breathe through your nose, in and out. A few more with your breath. Okay, keep your hands out behind you, and you can place them down and lift up. If it feels okay in your neck, you may want to drop your head back here. And then slowly come up, and let's fold forward and take a few deep breaths together. You could even drop your head now. Okay, I like to move my neck and shoulders as well. Let's switch the cross on our legs and fold back down. Come on up when you're ready. And I might be ready before you are, so feel free to stay or come out early of anything that I'm offering, right? Take care of yourself. So we're going to transition into a little squat. So you can take your feet out. This is a really grounding posture, right? So if you need grounding in this chaos, a nice place to go. Really great for mamas who are expecting, but also anyone. If you've got props at home, you can put some blocks underneath your sitting bones here. Hands can come to the heart. Yeah, great. All right, let's open them up to the sides again. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. If you're just watching this and you don't know me, I am 32 weeks pregnant. So I'm gonna be a little more out of breath than you might be, but. Okay, hands to the heart. Now, I'll have you place your hands down on blocks or on your mat and just take your left leg out nice and long. Okay, so this is Skandasana, or kind of a side lunge. Sometimes we call it ninja pose. You can place your right hand down, stretch and open those ribs, those lungs. And then if you want, turn down a little bit towards the ground. Inhale, reach back up. Exhale, turn down. Connect with your breath. This is like a meditation, but motion involved. Tapping into the rhythms of our bodies and the universe. Inhaling and exhaling. Always an ebb and flow, right, to nature. You can always add intuitive movements in here. All right, let's go to the other side. So you'll bend in the opposite knee and then send that leg out. Sink. Might be your left leg if we're mirroring each other. Right arm can come up overhead. Find your breath. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Explore movement. Stay and breathe through any stickiness or into any sweetness. Okay, this time hands come out in front. Open the legs up wide. We're gonna come into a wide leg forward fold. So you might have your mat turned sideways. If you don't, feel free to turn it around. I have a big circle mat here, which is pretty sweet. So you can take your legs out wide, but maybe you take your arms in that down dog position. So it's hands about shoulder distance apart. And that way you can lift your hips up and back and get this little opening through your heart and your hamstrings to the back of your legs. Head can hang down heavy, and you can be still, or you can move a little bit. Feels so good to stretch. Okay, start to walk back if you're joining me. And then we're gonna roll up, vertebrae by vertebrae. Just stacking the spine, little bend in the knees as you roll up. Inhale your arms back up overhead. And then let's dive down, hearts open wide. Yeah, breathe. You can climb your hands back out to that downward facing dog shape. Now, if you have really low blood pressure or epilepsy, you want to avoid maybe the up and down movements. So instead of rolling up, come up really slowly in whatever way works for you. Okay. Let's do that. One more time. You can flow down, drop into that downward facing dog shape in the upper body. Legs open wide, hips opening. We hold some stress in our hips. That's what we say in the yoga world, right? So we gotta release that. Roll up one more time. Inhale. All right, exhale. You can stay right where you are, hands at your heart. I'm gonna move my mat so you can see me a little bit better. Great. So here you are. Let's move into a warrior two. So you can take your left toes if you're mirroring me and turn them to the side. Bend into that knee. Line up your legs in this nice long line. If turning your hip to the side doesn't feel right, just adjust the angle of your hip. There's no right or wrong there in my opinion, right? Just feel out what feels strong for you. Look over that front arm. Feel your strength. Right, we are all strong in our hearts and our bodies. We're also all weak at times, right? It's an ebb and flow. It goes back and forth. So we can harness some of that strength, especially through our practice, through connecting with one another. Let's flow. Reaching back. Okay, exhale, light little land on that thigh. Reach forward. Flow with your breath. Move intuitively. Ready? Do what feels good for you. All right, let's come to center. Let's rotate the hips. Lift the arms up. Yeah, bend into that front knee. Breathe in. Breathe out. And then let your arms open wide and take a little twist back behind you. If you want a deeper twist and you're ready for it, feel free to link arms or come down to the outside of your thigh. I'm going to stay up nice and high. Okay, inhale back to center. Exhale, open. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. You can move at your own pace, right? Inhale. Now let's open up wide again. Exhale, landing, maybe wiggling out those hips. Maybe placing the hands behind you. If you have a strap, you could use a strap here or link your hands and open through your chest. Breathe, 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 breathe. Maybe come on down for a moment. Head can relax. Knuckles can press up. Release the arms when you're ready. No rush. You can even pause the video and stay in something if you feel good, right? Okay. Inhale. Warrior to other side. Open up. Find your strength. Move or stay still, right? Another rhythm, an ebb and flow. We need stillness. We need movement. Here we go. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. If your breath is reversed, that's okay, right? Because you're lengthening in both directions here. Just try to connect. Just try to stay present with your breath. Okay, when you're ready, turning into that high lunge. Again, finding your strength. When you're ready, opening to that twist. This first one will hold for a moment. And then inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Back to center. Okay, walk your feet in. No rush. Hands can come to your heart. And release for mountain posture. Find your center. Find your breath. Arms reach up. Maybe your feet come together, maybe they stay hips distance apart, totally your call. We're gonna reach the arms forward as we sit back like we're in an invisible chair with strong legs, maybe toes visible when you look down to protect your knees. Breathe in, breathe out. Okay, let's open the arms up wide. Exhale, round your spine. Keep your knees bent if you want that work in your legs. Inhale. Exhale, maybe even brush your heart. Come back to that center. In Sanskrit, anahata. Our center for compassion, service, connection to others. Maybe connection to spirit, one of the first centers for that. Okay, arms open wide, inhale. Exhale, dive down. Inhale, halfway lifts. Exhale, lower. If you've got two mats or a circle mat, you can climb forward. If not, just turn on your mat, right sideways, and then climb into your downward facing dog. I'm not going to stay here for long. I'm going to come down onto my knees because my baby is breech right now. But you can stay there longer, right? You can hang out down dog, feel it out. You can do some belly down cobra or chaturanga up dog. So add that in if it feels good. More Great, breathe. Yeah, when you're ready, down dog. However you'd like, step that left foot forward. So you can do that from the knees or from your down dog. You can do it really gracefully or how I just did, right? We're gonna come back up to that high lunge. Inhale, exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reach. Exhale, opposite direction. Inhale through center. This time, exhale into goddess. So your toes can dial out to any angle. Bend your knees. Maybe land them over the heels. Bend the elbows. Sink and breathe. Hands can come to the heart. You can pulse with me or you can stay still. Depends on how much you're feeling the movement. Or if you need that grounding stillness, take it. Inhale, lengthen the legs. Exhale, warrior two, other side. Inhale. Great, exhale. Inhale. Exhale, high lunge. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Inhale. Exhale. Let's come on down. Step it back. So you're probably turned in the opposite direction right now. Take your down dog. Take a cat-cow with me. Take your chaturanga up dog. Whatever it is that feels right. Yeah, when you're ready, climb yourself back to the center of your mat. You can roll back up. If you're facing an opposite direction, feel free to stay, or you can turn forward with me if you're mat sideways. Place your hands on your body or along the sides of your body. Back into that mountain pose. This is one of my favorite balancing postures for this time of year. So we're gonna do a little bit of a balance. Feel free to move to a wall or to stay right where you're at. Really opens up the ribs, lungs. Right, it's allergy season, so let's clear up some of that, what we call kapha in the upper body that needs to be cleared. Moving into springtime. So, if you're balancing with me, you can mirror me, or you can do whatever side feels right. So maybe you're balancing on your right foot to start. And we're gonna start with a tree pose just to get our kind of grounding. And so your foot can stay low here, toes tapping on the ground, or it can come up onto inner thigh or low leg. Just be cautious of your knee joint. And then once you're in the shape, kind of level out the hips. Hands can come to the heart or they can open wide. And you can be still here. This can be a grounding posture. If you need grounding, you can root down through your feet. Or it can be an uplifting posture. If you lift your arms, maybe you look up towards the sky, or you move your arms. Release when you're ready. So if you want, same leg. Now, catch the leg with the opposite leg with your hand. Okay, so if you're balancing on your right, you're gonna catch your left. Stay here. I'm gonna turn just so you can see me, but you can stay facing forward. Or reach for your foot and start to open up through the chest. Press back and breathe. Use your breath to create more spaciousness. And you can press back a little more if you want. Release that when you're ready. I love that double hand hold. And then opening through the chest. Other side. Tree pose to start, so you decide. No right or wrong here where your foot is. Just be cautious of that knee. Level out your hips. Hands to heart center or wherever feels good to you. Movement or stillness. Depends on what you need, right? Do you need uplifting? Do you need energy? Or do you need calm? Do you need grounding? When you're ready, release. Again, you can stay facing forward. Reach for your foot. You could also use a strap here around your foot, and you'll reach reach for the foot with both hands if you're joining me. Little bend in that standing knee to keep blood flowing, and then press back and open to the heart. Release when you're ready. Shake it out. And come down to your mat however you'd like. You can flow down. Take a little forward fold. I'm going to open my legs up wide, but you can keep your legs closer together now if you'd like. Rock it out. Release and come to sit. So no rush. Legs come forward. We'll take a little forward fold. I'm going to open my legs up wide again, but you feel free to keep your legs together if you've had enough of this inner leg line release, but I need some space. So as you fold forward, you can flex your toes to start. Maybe place your hands out in front of you, so this could work either way, right? Lengthen through your spine, especially the lower back. Press your seat down into the mat and then start to hinge from your hips. You're going to find a sweet spot. Pause there and sink in. And then come on up. Let's take a little twist. So take your left knee if you're joining, bend it towards your chest. You can keep it out wide like I am, or you can cross over here. And then we're going to turn to your left if you're mirroring me, right? Drop that knee down or uncross it when you're ready. And then reach for opposite toes. Take a little side body stretch. Do one more. So good. Okay. Switching sides. So again, out wide or crossing over, your call. And just opposite direction. When you're ready, release and stretch. And then maybe cross the legs and sit in meditation for a moment. Placing your hands back on your heart. And if you feel comfortable, closing your eyes. This is a Buddhist meditation that many of you know. Metta Bhavana. Loving kindness. So let's send this out to ourselves and then to the world. There's a longer version of this that I encourage you to practice as much as you can right now too. Sink into your heart, sink into your breath. And then call to mind an image of yourself, maybe sitting right here in meditation, peaceful breathing. And say to yourself, may I be healthy. Yeah, inside. May I be happy. May I abide in peace. May I be free. Right, self-care isn't me first. It's not hoarding, right? It's not serving. It's me too. Not me first, but me too. I love that. Okay, start to see everyone, maybe all of humanity standing outside their homes, or if we could, holding hands all across the globe, all across the earth, all of us each with our own struggles and our own strengths, and say inside, may we all be healthy. May we all be happy. May we all abide in peace. May we all be free. Notice how you feel. I'd encourage you now to lie down on your mat, get comfortable, and take 5 to 10 minutes in Shavasana or relaxation pose. I'd encourage you to keep caring for yourself in all the ways that you can, and keep caring for each other. Thank you for caring for me as well. And if someone hasn't told you today, you're loved. I love you. Om Shanti. Om Peace.